Good morning. I'm Rick Gibson, AARP Fraud Watch volunteer, and I'm here to share with you Fraud Watch Friday. Fraud Watch Friday is a way that we try to keep you informed of those frauds that are currently going on. There's no way we can keep up with all of them, but we can let you know some of them and give you some kind of places to call and places to go where you suspect a fraud, and you might be able to report it or to be able to tell other people what's going on. Let's start out with what is very popular right now, and this week we're going to talk about travel scams. Travel scams are not new, but there's been a really big increase on them, especially with people trying to squeeze in a summer trip before Labor Day. It's a buyer beware when you're hunting for that last minute deal. Great travel deals can be found online, but you can also find scammers looking to put your travel dollars into their pockets. Crooks set up look-alike travel websites in hopes that you will book with them rather than your intended company. And just because that link showed up when you search for travel deals doesn't mean it can automatically be trusted. Scammers often buy paid promotions for their bogus travel sites so that they appear high up in the search rankings. Before you hit confirm on that deal, make sure you really know who you're doing business with. Be skeptical. Cut rate hotel or airline good to be true. And always pay with a credit card, which offers more protection than any other form of minefield. If you take care, you want to be very cautious that you're dealing with an authentic rental company and that you're paying current rates rather than some cheap, really cheap kind of rate that will not rent anything. Speaking of cars, raise your hand if robocalls have finally stopped ringing your phone day and night. Oh, I don't see anyone raising their hands. No surprise there. Despite industry and regulatory efforts to rid our phone lines of unwanted calls, they nevertheless persist. And many, if not most of them, are outright scams. One of the more common scam calls involves car warranties. Car warranties are a headache. These scam calls typically start as a pre-recorded robocall, and the message directs you to press a key to speak to a specialist or to stay on the line. Thanks to social media and data breaches, scammers may even have information on your car's make and model to make it seem really legitimate. While extended warranties might be a sensible investment for some people, it's a product that you should research carefully rather than react to, and only deal with verified, trustworthy sources. There's a third kind of scam going on that has to do with college scholarships. You know, social media is an all too popular avenue for spreading scams amongst friends. Criminals hijack someone's social media account and they share a great offer to everyone on the target's contact list. This hot offer these days involves government grants. Whether it's free money for college tuition or a loan repayment to pay household bills or some other made-up story, here's the actual thing. Well, actually, two things. First, the government grants billions of dollars a year, but to institutions and not to individuals. Secondly, you will learn that there's a processing fee that you have to pay up front. When you hear that, all signs point to a likely scam. Be a fraud fighter. If you can spot a scam, you can stop a scam. The last one that I'd like to visit with you about this morning is the COVID pandemic has brought about countless things into our lives that we were just fine without. However, a few things like working from home actually made life a little easier for many. But most businesses that are returning to in-person activities, some workers are looking for new jobs with work from home options. And that's something that scammers are looking to take advantage of with fake job offers. Work from home scams can promise jobs with medical billing, data entry, starting an online business, but they all require paying something up front. Once you start paying, the requests for more money for training or supplies never stop. And in return, you get a lot of useless information or requests to recruit more people into the scheme. There are genuine work from home activities out there. The trick is knowing how to spot the real opportunities in a sea of empty and costly scams and empty promises as well. That's what we have for this week. There are many, many more. We would like for you to be aware of all of them, but it's impossible to make you aware. So if you need to know more, just look at the website scrolling across the bottom, aarp.org/fraudwatch network, or call the Fraud Watch number 877-908-3360. You can report scams, you can report suspected scams, you can find out what are the current scams, lots of information on the website and at that number. And until the next Fraud Watch Friday, this is Rick Gibson saying goodbye and have a great week.